Quizlet Live is a new feature to Quizlet that creates a game platform for students that requires collaboration. So the way that you do this is you would just create a set or a list of essentially flashcards like you normally would with any of these other Quizlet features. However, when you do create a Quizlet Live set, there are a couple recommendations that I would follow. The first one is being that you put the answer to your mathematical question as the term rather than the definition. So if you see here, this one's rational number operations. So I have my question over here. Students would solve this, and then this would be the answer. So it's kind of backwards, but it really makes it a lot easier for students when they're playing the game. The other thing is, since Quizlet wasn't necessarily made for a mathematical classroom, we can absolutely use it for math, but there's one little key feature that you need to be aware of. And that is when you're creating your questions, you need to make sure that all of your answers, which in this case are the terms, are different. So if you just scroll through, you'll notice that all of my terms are different, meaning that all of the answers are different. And the reason why is, let's say you have two questions where the answer is 1/2. When the students are playing this, they will see two different 1/2 options for an answer. And if students click the wrong 1/2, it'll completely erase their progress and send them back to the start of the game. Although they got the question right by clicking 1/2, it wasn't the correct 1/2. So that's why you really want to be careful that all of your answers here are different. So once you have your questions all set with the correct answers, hit done. And then the way that you start the Quizlet game is you click this live feature. When you do this, you'll see a video over here that you can watch. It's just a quick overview of what Quizlet Live will look like. You click create a game, and you want to just select this one. It's free, and create a game again. One thing that my students like is there is some fun music, just like how we have in Kahoot. But you would display this, so the students just go to quizlet.live and they enter this game code. Once you have enough students registered, their names will appear down here, and it will give you a start button. Unfortunately, I don't have students right now to show you, but it'll automatically arrange the students into groups of 3. So the idea is, if you're playing this on Chromebooks, you would have students arranged in groups of 3 where each student has a Chromebook, and the answer to the question would appear on one of the Chromebooks, and the students have to work together to answer the question and correctly identify the Chromebook with the right answer on it. When they do that, on the screen is what you kind of see right here. So each group has a different name, and as they get correct answers, they progress, and the first group that gets all the way to the end wins. However, if they get a question wrong, it clicks them right back to the start. So they really have to be precise and accurate while playing this, and they really have to work together, because although they might be working in a group of 3, the answer isn't necessarily right on their Chromebook in front of them. They have to look to the other Chromebooks and the other students to correctly identify the answer. Students really enjoy this game, and it's very, very easy to make. I highly recommend it. And from what I've seen and heard, students are as invested into this from August to June. So I really highly recommend this game and this activity for your students in the math classroom. Just make sure you pay attention to the tips I recommended for these.